The single best person we love to talk to each and every week is Megyn Kelly. Now, even better than being able to listen to her podcast or find it on YouTube is you can listen to her show live each and every night on Sirius XM. They've removed the VPN, which means you can listen to it live here in Australia. Download the app, subscribe, and she's on the Triumph channel. And I'm pleased to say, we're couple dressing this evening. What is this colour of which we are currently enjoying?
It's all the rage right now. I think it's Cabernet. That's what I've heard it refer, Cabernet. So we're in a mood, which we always are. But if you want to be on point this season, this is the color that you need to wear.
This is it. Well, imagine I've got boat shoes underneath it. I'm very, very on point. All right, now, Kamala Harris, big economic speech, and she's going to have 80 different pages. I wonder how many will be pictures, but still. Then she goes and does an interview. The person who she's doing the interview with, and we talk about home games, this is the ultimate home game, is the lady who was on Bill Maher's show on Friday saying, we don't need to ask her serious questions. That's the one who's going to be interviewing her later today.
Let's say you don't like her answer. Are you going to vote for Donald Trump?
No, I'm not.
Kamala
I just said I'm not going to vote for her.
She's not running for perfect. She's running against Trump. We have two choices. And so there are some things you might not know her answer to. And in 2024, unlike 2016 for a lot of the American people, we know exactly what Trump will do, who he is, and the kind of threat he is to democracy.
It's truly such a joke. It's such a joke. I guess this is how you get Kamala Harris to sit with you. You just say, you don't have to ask her anything hard or serious. We actually don't really need to know her policy positions. So we're probably in store for another, tell us what brings you joy. How exciting is this for you? What's it like to think of yourself as the first female president? We're going to get a bunch of nonsense. And I'm sure that this has been prearranged between Stephanie Ruhle's camp, who, with all due respect to Stephanie Ruhle, is no one. I mean, nobody. It's like when you think of who am I going to sit with, you don't think, oh, Stephanie Ruhle. Yeah, okay, that's a possibility. Over on MSNBC, you'd be thinking about Rachel Maddow or maybe even like Morning Joe, but nobody's thinking about Stephanie Ruhle. So to me, it's pretty obvious that they either saw that interview or she'd been trying to get it, promising them no hard questions. And that's what led her to say that on Bill Maher. And that's how she got it. So it's a fail. And we'll see. Maybe she'll surprise us all and ask us a hard question or two. What I'm noticing with Kamala Harris is even if you don't ask her a hard question, she fails. So either way, I'm in favor. Just get her talking more. Since she started talking, even the little tiny bit that she has, her numbers have started to fall. That's why the Democrats' plan to keep her quiet and behind closed doors and only on script in front of others was a good one, but they're getting beaten for it. So they've got to put her out there a little bit. So it could be on Stephanie Ruhle, could be sitting down with NBA players. That thing with Dana Bash was a debacle. And the Democratic enthusiasm since she started talking has dropped 5 points, Paul. So fine by me if it's Stephanie Ruhle or anybody. Be nicer if it were real journalists, but we'll take what we can get.
As you know, there's like 13,000 polls a day that come out. Some are ludicrous, the state polls with a sample of, 4 people and their neighbour. Oh, she's up or he's up. Then there's the more serious, more complicated ones. Like a whole bunch have dropped in the past 24 hours and they kind of tell the same story, which is whatever backward steps were in and around the debate, we're now back to dead level or sometimes Trump winning nationally. If Trump is winning the popular vote, he's going to get all 7 of the swing states. Yeah, she's done. See you later. Right. What do you notice out of these things?
It's good news for Trump. It definitely shows that there's more momentum on the GOP side, that whatever balance she got from being the subbed-in candidate and then that fawning fake DNC that we all watched, and from the debate has been erased or muted because it's not being reflected in these polls. And, Trump now, he's up 4, I think, he's up 4 or 5 in Arizona. He is up 4 or 5 in Georgia. It's tight in North Carolina. And this gubernatorial candidate, who's currently the lieutenant governor, who's kind of a hot mess, falling apart, is not going to help him. But I just have a tough time believing that North Carolina, which in its roots is red, is going to vote for Kamala Harris because of this guy, Mark Robinson, and his implosion at the gubernatorial level. I don't think he's going to win governor. But anyway, it's not great. But if you just look at sort of where the polls have gone now versus where they were in August, it's good news for Trump almost across the board. And nationally, they're showing Tide. Like you say, Tide is huge for Trump. If you look back at the 2020, of course, all the pollsters got Trump wrong in 2016 by a lot. And then in 2020, they tried to adjust their numbers to try to learn from their mistake that they had been underestimating the Trump vote. And they still got Trump wrong. They underestimated him again. We went back and looked at the Real Clear Politics numbers just for Pennsylvania in 2020. And out of 10 major pollsters, 2 overestimated in favor of Trump, Trafalgar, and I think Insider Advantage. And 8 seriously overestimated for the Dems, including by like 8.5 percentage points. So they did not figure it out by 20, how to correct for undercounting Trump voters. And what reason do we have to believe that they figured it out by now? None. So anything close to a tie is very good news for Trump. If I could pick who I'd rather be right now, 100% I'd pick Trump.
If you want to know everything that's happening in and around the election, the media that covers the election, and some common sense just to cut through the garbage, Megyn Kelly. Her show, The Megyn Kelly Show, you can find it on YouTube. You can get the podcast, or you can listen live now in Australia at SiriusXM. Love you, rock star. And again, I thought this was sort of not mauve, this was purple. But, you know, I'll go with Cabernet. Cheers, my love.
I can't believe how adorable we are. Cheers to you as well.